Hello biology fanatics of YouTube. Today we're going to be going over action potential, which is the passage of an electrical impulse along the membrane of a nerve cell. Oh, there's the neurotransmitter telling our cells it's time to get started. Before we dive in, we have to cover a few nerve cell basics. First of all, we have the dendrites, which reach out and receive messages from other nerve cells. We also have the nucleus inside the cell body. These orange circles are called the Schwann cells, and altogether they make up the myelin sheath, which covers the axon. The axon is where action potential takes place. Finally, we have the axon terminals, which send out messages to the dendrites of other nerve cells. These two black lines represent the double membrane of one side of the axon. It would be mirrored on the other side. We'll begin in the resting state, when both membrane proteins are closed. This channel, which is green, is for sodium ion transport. You'll notice that the sodium molecule bounces off and isn't allowed through. That's because the channel is blocked during the resting state. Next, we have this orange membrane protein, which is for potassium transport. It is also blocked. Now you'll notice that the sodium ions are positively charged. So during depolarization, when the sodium channels are opened, the sodium brings its positive charge into the formerly negative center of the axon, and the charges change once the sodium ions pass through. Now continuing on in the rising phase, the potassium channel opens also. This allows positively charged potassium ions through to the outside of the axon. Now they bring their positive charge with them, and the outside is positive and the inside is negative, once more making it the falling stage. Finally, we have the undershoot, which is when the last few of the potassium ions leave the axon, and it all comes full circle when the sodium channel is once again blocked, and the inside is negative and the outside is positive. So just to show you with both sides of the membrane, each black line here represents one side of the axon. So we start out with positive charges on the outside and negative on the inside. Next, we have depolarization when the sodium channels open, allowing positive charged sodium ions into the axon, bringing their positive charge with them and leaving the outside negative. This continues in a wave down the axon as potassium channels also open, allowing positively charged potassium ions out of the axon. This continues in a wave all the way down the axon to release a neurotransmitter. And there you have it. You now know how nerve cells send out their signals. Now don't be nervous about your test. You'll do great. Bye! Comment, like, subscribe.